Isaiah 53 is such a portrayal of Calvary. It's almost as if Isaiah had been transported in time and place to the foot of the cross. On my first year of writing Morning Lights, when it came to the Lenten season, I went through the entire chapter 53 of Isaiah, in the written morning devotionals from number 90 to 122. If you're curious about those in detail, you can scan through the Facebook entries back that far distant history. We're not going to spend all that time in explaining all the verses, but what I want you to hear is not only the picture of Jesus suffering, but also why he did it. You're going to hear we and us as pronouns being used. We're going to begin with the third verse, and I'm reading from the New King James. He is despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we did not esteem him. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. All we, like sheep, have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him, Jesus, the iniquity of us all. Do you see that it's for us? Us, were going astray. It's our transgressions, our iniquities that were laid upon Jesus. Jesus bore them that we might have peace. The chastisement that he went through, the suffering that he went through, was because we deserved it. It was for our transgressions, our iniquities. And the way that we have peace was because Jesus loved us so much to take our burdens of sin, to bear the punishment for us, that we might enter into peace with God through the forgiveness of sin, peace with our fellow man, and inner peace with ourselves. It continues on, and it says, he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he opened not his mouth. When I was pastoring in Royalston, I had a shepherdess. And I remember saying to her, the next time you have the shearers come, please, could I come up and watch? Let me know. She did. And I went up that day, and all the sheep were in the pen awaiting their time to be sheared. The sheep would come up, and the man would flip them over and put them on the back side, bottom side, take the shearers and go zzz. And sometimes those clippers would get too close, not just taking off the fleece, but also clicking and drawing blood. But I watched, and you know what? Those sheep, none of them, but not even while they were waiting and they knew what was coming, they didn't, they were silent, still, submissive. And that's how Jesus was. He was still and submissive. He didn't cry out, "Stop!" No. The chapter goes on to tell us details of dying between thieves, being buried in a rich man's tomb, even being resurrected. I invite you to spend some time today meditating on this chapter, rereading it, perhaps in a different version. And may the Lord just reveal himself more dearly to you as you do so. And may God bless you and make you a blessing.